Well, welcome to tonight's show. You're with Tom, Brian and Steve, and this is From the Sidelines. And we're going to talk about the round of NRL that's just been played. Gentlemen, how are you?
Yeah, good, good.
Are you ready to go?
It's a week.
We've just had the penultimate
We have.
round of football.
We have.
Bit sad, really, about that.
It is. It hasn't been good for all of us anyway.
Well, you didn't have to worry. You got two points for nothing. For doing absolutely nothing.
Right now,
Well,
that's
actually,
the only...
it was pretty much the same when you're on the field.
That's what I was going to say. Right now, that's the only way we're getting 2 points. There's some interesting results over the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
There was. And some things we're going to talk about. I want to talk about some of the sin bins and some of the decisions, which we do every week. Mm-hmm. Some of them are a little bit
I was going to say, but yeah, the season finished 3 weeks ago, so I don't know.
See, for you...
I'm finding it hard to be motivated
What are you
right
doing
now.
here then? Honestly.
Seriously, the season finished for you 7 weeks ago, not 3 weeks ago.
No, it was 3. When we lost to the
Roosters.
evil peep team in blue and red, we lost.
Red, white and blue, thanks.
No, it's talking about Newcastle.
Oh, jeez, no, that was like 13 weeks ago.
That was a draw. Draw killed them. Yes.
That's what I was saying. Actually, that's what I was saying to Steve before we left. We're running at that point at 5-2 with the draw,
Right.
Yeah.
and then we've won like 3 out of the last 10.
Yep.
They've won 7 out of the last 10. That's the difference. We played them back into form.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway,
And I did tell you at the time
Yeah.
that point from a draw will make a huge difference to somebody, and
it
it has
didn't make any
Newcastle.
difference to us.
No, it's burned you. All right, let's go on to Bluebet Stadium on Thursday night, where Parramatta Eels 32 beat the Panthers 18. Where was this? Even just the week before, when against the Roosters, or previous from Parramatta?
Yeah, no, it was good. They were good.
Well, that's what happens when you don't take your first string fullback hooker, and then you lose your 5-8 in the
There's
opening
no way
minutes.
he's ever going to wrap the Parramatta Eels.
No.
Yeah.
But no,
That's true.
I
You take
tend to-
3 out of your spine out, and your team. How do you win?
Well, but Penrith have won before like that. I mean, they have had players out. State of Origin, they lost more than 3 players.
Yeah, but not through their spine,
You're not going to win.
Yeah.
the
and
You're
not
not
during
gonna
the
win
game.
with him.
Yeah, they lost 1 through the game.
Like,
Everyone has
and can I just say, I know that you're a Luai hater. I understand that.
I'm not.
You are, and that's okay because
I hate nobody.
The last-
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
the
bro.
last time Luai didn't play was against Manly, and they nearly lost. That just shows how badly they play without Luai. So I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, no, look, it was a strong performance in defence, particularly by the Eels. Look, I thought that Penrith threw a lot at them, and they just kept weathering the storm. I think it was pretty creditable performance, and Gutho was sensational again. He didn't want to go off with a gammy leg.
Yeah, no, he's a
competitor.
great player.
He's a competitor.
And how do you think Mitchell Moses played, Brian?
Oh, he played fantastically, didn't he?
Oh, that's right. He wasn't there.
Yeah,
and
but they
still won.
They went into the game without him and a halfback and 5'8". They didn't lose it in the middle of the match. My
To all you
goodness.
Parramatta supporters
Fair
out
dinkum,
there,
you guys.
you are not going to win with
No,
Brian.
you know what it is? I feel like I don't even like the Panthers, and I feel like I have to defend them with these
You
two.
don't even like the Panthers.
No, I don't. They disgust me.
Not what you told me before.
They disgust me. They keep beating Manly. Why would I like them?
They keep beating everybody.
They're our bogey team. We just have the worst record against them. I hate them.
There's about 6 teams that haven't won against them for several years, including our team.
Anyway, congratulations, Parramatta. You did very well.
Yes,
it was good.
Too little, too late.
Yeah.
I
too
hope
little,
you
too
enjoyed
late.
your Contenders Award.
Participation
Oh,
award.
participation, yeah. That was funny.
Get it right, Brian.
Come on, that was funny.
That
I
was.
posted that. I'm laughing, and my wife says, "What are you laughing at?" And I showed her, and she went, "That's harsh."
Go Media Stadium, where the Warriors 18 beat the Dragons 6.
Yeah, they weren't impressive, the Warriors.
No, they weren't. The Dragons kept hanging in, but no, I thought the Warriors had an extra year. They should have gone to it this time of year.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, they're winning games, but they're just a little bit off, I think.
I want to ask you about Tyrell Sloan, and did he ground the ball, or
I reckon there was enough downward pressure on the ball for it to be considered a grounder. But the point is that he had his hands in the ball as if to pick it up, but I actually thought that his hands were on the ground. That should have been a downward
and
pressure.
that was what, because the bunker said no, he was trying to pick it up, not ground it.
Yep. And that may have been, but the point is, he had his hands on the ground.
He was, but either way, it should have. I thought it was grounded because.
It sounded like the bunker had made up its mind that he was trying to pick it up. It didn't matter that he'd actually grounded the ball in the process.
And I'm not sure that should be right.
Yeah.
I don't think he grounded it.
Because he was trying to pick it up.
I don't think he had any kind of control or pressure on the ball as it hit the ground.
You know why this is?
Why?
That's
his man crush, Adam Fanua-Blake, came out and
that's
scored.
true. Can you speak up and say that a bit louder?
Yeah. His man crush, Adam Fanua-Blake, followed up and scored the try. That's why.
Don't be mean. I'm sad that he left, but I'm happy for the bloke.
You're allowed to have a man crush on him. It's okay.
No, I don't have a man crush on him. He's too ugly.
Well, Brian, I don't know if you realise this. It isn't about good looks, really. It's about other things like ability and things maybe you admire about him.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in love with his face.
Well,
okay?
take Reece Walsh. Like, he's a good-looking man and he can do everything. All right, let's move on.
Yeah,
Speaking of good-looking men,
go to those sort of places.
Speaking of good-looking men, I'll talk about the next. Okay, Suncorp Stadium, North Queensland 34, Dolphins 10.
What are you on?
And I think I tipped the Dolphins in an upset.
Really?
I tipped a lot of home games. It was a stupid decision, but I just thought, well, they might come out and upset and I wanted the Cowboys to lose. I need them to lose, but anyway.
Can I just say, Penrith have been South's bogey team for the last 3 or 4 years, kicking us out of grand finals and major semis and all that stuff. Penrith was the only one game I didn't get on the weekend with the tipping.
Right.
Perfect. Wow. Penrith is just driving me batty at the moment. I just thought I'd throw that in. Thank you very much. North Queensland 34. Yeah, look, what do you think of North Queensland, though?
I didn't think they were any good, but they didn't have to be.
Didn't have to be.
Well, yeah, it was. This was a dull game, I thought.
Yeah, it was they were a bit sputtery.
I love Peter Hiku's try, though.
Peter Hiku is a tremendous talent. He's an unsung hero, I think, in every team he's been in. Just the little things he does off the ball, and even in defence. He's tremendous. He's the kind of place you want to have in your team. Yeah, I think he's good.
I'm trying to remember Josh Kerr's sin bin now. Do you remember that one? Is that one you wanted to talk about? Because you'll have to remind me what it was.
No, I don't. No, that wasn't the one.
I remember Bennett blew up, but he wasn't very impressed with that. But yeah, I remember thinking at the time it was a sin bin. But yeah.
Well, nothing stands out about it.
All right, there you go. Next.
Yep. All right, Melbourne. Amy Park, Melbourne Storm 37, Gold Coast Titans 16. Again, this one was never in doubt.
Didn't see this game.
One of our co-commentators, Stephen.
Yes.
Needs to get his head in the game.
Just not there when he's needed, right?
Yeah,
sometimes my wife and I like to watch something else instead of football.
What?
Do what I do.
There's nothing else.
Do what I do, yeah. Get her a book or something. She sits there next to you.
Yeah, jigsaw puzzle, whatever.
Yeah.
If I didn't know you, Brian, I would say that your wife was actually a wooden doll that sat next to you.
She loves. I got her a puzzle book. She sits there doing Sudokus while we're watching the football. I don't care. And then she says that language isn't appropriate.
So Pappenhausen back?
Yep.
Was he any good?
He wasn't bad.
Yep.
Yeah, he fitted in all right. I mean, he's such a skillful player. I don't think it takes him a lot of time to fit back in. Mm-hmm. And the way they set their structures and everything,
they said he was blowing it.
Yeah,
he would. Yeah. First game back in a year and a bit. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, but no. I thought it was quite good. But look, I mean, this game didn't reach. I didn't think it reached any great heights. I didn't think it.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, it was a bit. I hate to say it was a bit dull.
You think most games are dull? Allianz Stadium, Sydney Roosters 32, West Tigers 8.
Now there's a game.
Really?
Yeah, talk about dull.
Seriously.
You're playing for who's in front of you. We needed to win. We won. And look, the other good thing is you can play lowly placed teams, but if they actually improve the way you play and build your confidence, that's always a good thing.
All right. I have to ask the question, Tom.
Yep.
We're Hargraves.
Yep.
Deserves 6 weeks for what he's done?
I personally, I think 6 weeks is harsh, but there's no doubt.
Well,
he's been fined
two
about,
charges, 3 weeks each.
He's been fined four times this year. Has seen very little time off the field, which has surprised me, given that the few times that he's been cited. So I knew that he was going to lose some time, which is disappointing because his 300th is in 2 games' time.
Yep.
And we were hoping that he'd get to play that against the Rabbitohs, to be honest, but no, he missed the game. So yeah, look, there's no doubt that that he deserves some time. I thought 6 weeks was probably harsh, and he might get 7 because he's actually contesting the hit on
Coruscant.
On Coruscant, yeah.
He's contesting
He's
it.
contesting it, yeah. For not he's pleaded guilty, but he's contesting the charge. The charge. So he's taken 3 weeks for the headbutt. Look, and as I said to you on Sunday, most non-Roosters fans will remember Rory Hargraves for all of the stupid stuff he's done.
Yep.
And all of the times that he's been a bit loose. I know, and I don't go against that, but he has been an absolute warrior for our team, and he's carried the team on his back on many, many occasions.
Do you think he doesn't understand how big he is? Because let's face it, he came out of the line, out of the defensive line, and hit Coruscant. Because of how small Coruscant is, he was always going to hit him in the head. It was never going to be anything else.
Yep.
Where Hargraves couldn't get low enough to hit him in the stomach.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what goes on in his head during that time, and it's regrettable for all of the good stuff that he does for the team. And look, off the field, like most big players, he's a gentle giant. You're seeing pictures with little kids and stuff. He's fantastic, but he can be loose on the field. He's probably got what he deserves, and that's a real shame.
And what's the latest on Mano?
Good news, really. He'll probably miss this game, but they reckon if we make the finals, that he should be good for the finals, which means he'll probably play for New Zealand in the end of season, I think.
Actually, that brings me to another question.
Yep.
If New Zealand are playing at the end of the year, does Wura Hargraves get to write off his games in those and then start next season because it's 3 games?
I don't know. I mean, that
shouldn't be allowed.
Maybe they've tightened up the rules since the last World Cup because there was a lot of uproar about it.
That's what he got away with last time.
Yeah, and there were a couple of players who did that too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I think that that's a good idea.
Can I just talk about the West Tigers for a minute? West Tigers last week when they beat Dolphins. Had Coruscant as a half. So this week they're coming out and playing the Roosters. They move him back into hooker. Why not just leave him there?
Yeah, because their halves weren't anything special anyway. I mean, Will Smith doesn't naturally play half. Well, hasn't, and he's always been a bit part player anyway. Yeah. So they had very little in attack, and even when during the sin bin, who went off for sin bin? I can't remember now. When Jared went off for the sin bin, they made nothing of it. Absolutely nothing of it. They Look, I think the Roosters' defence has been solid all season. They've had a couple of blowouts, but their defence has actually been very good all season, and they're starting to just get the cogs moving in attack, and that's good. Sam Walker, he was a bit underdone, but geez, he had a couple of really nice touches. Yeah. That individual try he scored was exceptional. So look, I'm happy that at least we're showing some form. We lose next week, well, hopefully that'll just push us on for next year.
Yeah. Brian, you've been very quiet in this game. Okay.
Well, you didn't ask me. You asked Tom, and Tom spoke for all of us. So,
do you want to be included? Are you feeling left out?
No, we've just spoke about the Roosters for 5 minutes. We wonder why the show runs long.
Excuse me.
GIO State.
12 minutes on the Seagulls, and all you're doing is bitching and moaning about how many bad decisions go against them.
Broncos 29, Raiders 18, and Ricky has blown up a press conference, and I think a lot of it's justified.
Oh, bull! Sorry.
Do you ever agree on anything, you two?
Yeah. It just doesn't have a lot to do with
I know.
sometimes.
You agree that you can't see eye to eye.
Yes, we agree to disagree. So, okay, Rapana going to the bin.
Yeah, he should have been sent.
No.
For the trip?
Yeah.
For the trip.
Yeah, that's not even the first time this year.
But okay, but hang on. We have sat here all year and said he's tripped and he wasn't even penalised, or he's tripped and he was penalised, or he's tripped and he's in the bin.
Yep.
Can we just have a rule that if you trip a player, you're in the bin?
Yes.
Because that would have solved that problem.
Yes.
Yeah. It's an illegal.
And he still would have been in the bin.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
so would a dozen others throughout the year that didn't get sent to the bin for exactly the same thing.
Yeah, it more often than not doesn't cause any damage, but it is an illegal foul play and it just should be rubbed out.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just not a good look.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
The penalty when who was kicking?
You're going to talk about one penalty late in the second half.
Late in the second half that changed the game.
Changed the game.
Again,
what about the six? What about the six in the first half that went Canberra's way? Ricky's not blowing up about that it kept him in the game.
Because they were probably justified.
This one wasn't
justified.
So tell me what happened.
All terrible.
Oh, they said he ran a player off the ball, but he was jumping for the ball. He didn't bump anyone. It just, I think he slightly touched someone's arm, but didn't move them, didn't grab their arm. It was ridiculous.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's a penalty
ridiculous.
every single time.
Yeah.
You put the ball up, you impede or turn or move the wrong way, and you know what? Just let the bloke who's catching the ball catch the ball and then smash him.
Well,
seriously.
And that's what they do sometimes. Yeah.
That's what happens.
What annoys
It's
me...
a penalty every day of the week.
What annoys me, though, is that Ricky gets in a press conference and because they've lost, and they've had one maybe a couple of dodgy decisions, then he says, the bunker does this to us every single week for 80 minutes.
Yep.
And he loses everybody. When he says stuff like that, he just loses everybody.
Did you see him address the cameraman towards the end of the
game?
No,
I actually didn't see that.
Oh yeah,
I tuned out by then.
I saw that and I thought that's bad.
He told him that he should go home and have relations with his wife.
Except a lot shorter. Look straight down the camera.
Yes.
Right.
And apparently they've apologised to him for it because he has asked stay out of my face when I'm down on the sideline, sure. and I think that's fair because
he's good television when he's getting rolled up. You know, I mean, people love to see him getting rolled up.
Okay, a few people have come out and said the Broncos still aren't quite where they need to be. I
think they were missing Carrigan. They were missing Reynolds. And Reynolds is fundamental to that team.
Yes.
Yep.
I still think if they can get those two back soon, that they'll still be a big force, I think.
I agree. And I think, the way Reece Walsh is playing at the moment, he's just
irresistible form.
I must admit, I love that hit on him.
Steve. Oh, me too. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
No, absolutely.
That was fine.
Reece Walsh is the one player on the field.
He said it himself.
Yeah, Reece Walsh is the one player on the field who, if he's standing there with the ball, could sprint 50 metres and score.
Yeah.
Oh, he deserved to be smashed by tapping him. I don't know why White didn't hit him.
Yeah, no, I thought that was fine. All right, let's go on to Accor Stadium. Brian, where Manly Sea Eagles 42 beat the Dogs 24.
Talk about irrelevant games.
It was irrelevant.
What a classic game this was.
Yep. Well, you want to...
No, go for it.
Yeah, 42-24. What terrible defence that was to let in 2 late tries. Or 3 late tries. Fair dinkum. It's disappointing.
Disappointing, was it?
Disappointing.
But is it hard to play when you... when we haven't got a lot to play for?
No, look, as I've worked out what it is. I don't like Andrew Voss commentating. I like him as a commentator. I don't like him calling the games.
Why?
He talks as though he's commentating on it. It's irrelevant the entire time. He doesn't talk about the match. He talks about useless garbage. Yeah. I love him. I love the show that he does. And I listen to him every day.
Yeah.
But I don't like him as a commentator.
I'm actually the opposite. I actually find it harder to listen to him commentating because he's just so over the top on his show. And sometimes he doesn't let anybody get a word in. I find that really frustrating.
But, look, so Kohler was our fourth string fullback. Yeah. So, just kind of shows how we're going.
Yeah.
We're busted all over the place. And to put 42 points on, even if it was against the Dogs, I thought was good.
Sure.
I really liked young Gordon. He's going to be a future skipper of the club, no doubt.
Is he the New Islander kid?
No. Hooker. He's a little hooker.
Yeah, no, this little Islander kid, he's something special.
Number 14, wasn't he?
Yeah. God, he's always laughing. He took the... and I do have something to ask you, though. So, all said and done, it was a terrible match. Manly ran away with it. The Dogs were woeful. and should have had 70 or 80 put on them. That's how bad Manly are playing.
Yeah.
So late in the game, Tom, 4 minutes to go, there was a kick. So penalty right in front, and Manly didn't go for the kick until somebody in the team said, "Oh, give Gordon the kick."
Yeah.
What, is that disrespectful?
To the Dogs?
Yeah.
100%.
Right, okay. I was trying to think. I'm going, if it was my club, I think it would be disrespectful if somebody did that.
Because
it was his debut game.
W don't usually get a kick. It's usually players who are about to retire.
I don't know.
So it was 40-24. It was
the kid's amazing. So he came over when he was 12, and he's been the captain of the under 14s, under 16, under 18s, and reserve grade.
No, that wasn't his name. It's not Gordon.
Gordon Kenchon Tun.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was his surname. Yeah,
Gordy.
okay, yeah.
Little Gordy.
Yeah.
All of like 180 centimetres. And
he's a nugget, isn't he?
He's a unit. He's got calves like that. I wouldn't want to try and stop him.
Yeah.
Anyway, very happy for Gordon.
And the Bulldogs were very, very poor.
All over the place.
All over. Honestly, I fear for Seraldo, to be honest with you.
Gould's got his back.
Well, that's the worst thing that can happen.
See, look,
he's got this board. The support of the board is the worst thing.
Well, that's just it. I remember a few weeks ago, someone put up something about the Dogs, and it was points conceded over the last 3 years. They're worse this year.
Yeah.
And this year there were a lot of people going, "Oh, geez, look at that team."
I think halfway through next year, if they're playing like this, Seraldo will be tapped.
How do you keep him?
Well,
they're terrible.
With this team. Yeah, they should be
right,
doing a lot better.
That team could be... There's a lot of really good players in that team.
Yeah. Okay, McDonald Jones Stadium, Newcastle 32 defeated the Sharks 6.
The Knights are looking good. They're looking good.
They're playing really good football at the moment.
Now Ponga's injured. That could throw things up. But Hastings, I thought, has had a really good season just guiding the team around and giving Ponga space.
Yep.
And when he went down, I was really concerned for the team. But, Clune has had a sensational couple of weeks, really. He's done his job superbly.
Yep.
And put the ball out for Brett Best to score, and he's done a really solid job. And even Gamble's been good. I felt really happy for Tyson Frizzell. He's in a team that he's always been good, but he's now in a team where he can shine. And I think that's been really good.
Yeah, I like Frizzell.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Ponga, because it sounds like it's a nasty AC joint. He looked in a lot of pain.
Yeah. And I've got to say, the way the Sharks played, they're not going to impress me for the semis.
No.
And they're not going to make the first round. Make it past the first round. I don't believe the way they're playing. And South's had the bye. Who wants to do the ladder? Gentlemen?
Your turn, I think, mate.
I'll do the ladder. Yeah. We have single outright competition leaders.
Leader.
The Donkeys from Brisbane. I meant the Broncos. Panthers in second on 40 points, and we have the Warriors on 38, and a clear-cut top four on 36. That's it.
That's it. Can't change.
That's it, gents. Can't change.
It can only... it can change within it.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knights on 33, then the Sharks and the Raiders on 32. Then we have the Rabbitohs on 30. That's your top 8.
That is a top 8. That's a good top 8.
But here come the Cows, and here come the Roosters, also on 30. And then we've got the teams that have no chance. Eels, Eagles, Titans, Dolphins, Bulldogs, Dragons, Tigers.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Ladies round, just very quickly. So the usual suspects won this week, the Roosters and the Knights, and the Broncos, who have had a poor season last year and were on the bottom of the ladder at the beginning of the season, starting to find some form, although they're possibly playing the lower teams at the moment, but they're in 5th position. And the big game will be in 2 weeks' time when the Roosters play the Knights. That's going to be a massive, massive game. So looking forward to that. The Roosters are way out favourites with a massive 400 games. But yeah, the Knights will really test them, and that'll show us where we're at.
Yep.
But it's been exciting to watch. It's been great football.
So when do the semis start?
There's three more rounds, I think.
Okay.
They've played 6, so there's 3 more rounds because they all play each other once. And I don't know whether there's going to be a week off or not, but the semis will start in a month.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And coincide with the grand final on grand final day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All the more reason why I'm disappointed I'm not going to be there.
Brian, over to you.
What?
You had some things to say, did you?
No. I got nothing to say. Season was over 4 weeks ago.
Seriously, the last 3 weeks we've reviewed 2 of the bottom teams.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that this week.
Why? Because it's talking about Manly
Well,
and the Titans.
yes. All right, Manly and the Titans. Gentlemen, Titans.
Yep.
Where do they pick up? They're going to finish 13th, 14th.
Yep.
What do they do next year?
They've got to find some players who can defend because they're
We're
sitting
getting
at
a
minus
different coach.
30.
Different coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And players who can defend. Because they're sitting at minus 130 at the moment, and I think that's their issue.
Yeah, they can score points, but
Yeah.
they can't. Defense is terrible.
Could be worse. Could be the Bulldogs sitting at minus 327.
Well, this is true, but
Yeah. Yeah, look, defence wins your games. I agree, Steve. Well, at least, see, look, we agree. We agree on the Titans.
do.
Yeah, look, I agree. I think Des coming in will probably add something to them. He's a bit more angry. Holbrook seems a bit laid back.
Is he defense oriented, Des, or is he attack?
Well, by this, I don't think so.
Who the heck knows?
Right. You should know. He's
Yeah,
been a
but
coach for
but
years.
we were great in defence in some patches and terrible in others. I don't know
Right.
what's going on with Des.
All right, and
All I
Manly?
know is he's going to rip doors off and it'll be great for up there.
And Manly?
Yeah, Manly. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on where you think Manly can improve.
Tom?
Who you getting? Getting Jackson Paulo.
Yeah.
Who else?
Steve's laughing at that. The only Southpaw I've ever heard Steve bag. Luke Brooks.
Luke Brooks will. I think Luke Brooks will shine in that team because he won't feel like it's all on him. I think that'll be really good for Luke Brooks. He should have a good season next year.
So you think we've bought well? Interesting. Yep. Steve?
Yeah, I think if you can avoid the injuries like you have this year, you'll have a lot better year.
The Tom factor is massive.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the injuries have killed Manly.
No, I agree.
I have no doubt.
I agree. Like, yeah, as I said, like last week I got a bit of stick from Manly losing, and I'm going, well, you take 10 of your starting 17 out and see if you win.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm not begrudging it.
So let me ask the question, Seabold. You happy with him this year? I think he's done reasonably well.
Look, I think
With
it's
what he's had.
I think it's the team that he inherited. I think so. The Luke and this is where I think the Luke Brooks signing is interesting because if that is a failure, then Seabold has not been a success next year because the budget is tight. We've bought one big name player. I personally think we need a rampaging prop. Please give me a man of size, but crikey, it's a bit interesting. I want a good look at one too.
But you've got 2 big ones.
Paseka.
We've got Paseka.
Paseka
Yeah.
and...
You got Sipley and you've got Hamoli.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah,
some... You've got some big...
But yeah, you
need props, and we lost Sipley, we've lost Lodge, we've lost LOI, so that
Where have you
leaves.
lost Lodge?
This
year?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they've
Okay.
re-signed.
And Paseka, he's been out since we played Cronulla. So
All right, okay. All right, so that's those. So we want to go on to next week.
Yeah. This should be an incredible round, I think.
Yeah.
And timing is everything.
that first game on Friday is
Timing
brilliant.
is everything.
Let's go to the first game on Thursday before we
Thursday.
worry about what's
Thursday's
happening
game.
Friday. Thursday, yeah, this should be a good game. Suncorp Stadium, Broncos and the Storm.
Yeah, so news is that Munster's out. Nick Meaney's playing 5'8".
Wow.
And
Hughes is out.
And Hughes is out.
Jonah Pezzett's playing.
no, apparently. Oh, sorry, Munster's playing halfback. Hughes is out. Munster's
okay.
playing halfback.
Yep.
Meaney's coming into 5'8", and Paps
At the
starts
back.
at fullback.
Interesting. And Broncos will be without Adam Reynolds and Pat Carrigan.
Yep.
And Katoni Staggs.
Staggs, who's been suspended, isn't he?
So
Yep. So it really evens up the playing field quite a lot. I need the Broncos to win.
I
They
don't-
have to win. I actually
Why?
no. In fact,
Why do
I
you
don't
care?
want the Broncos to win because
what do you care?
because if the Broncos lose,
Broncos
that
lose.
will give the Panthers motivation to put all their team on the field to win the minor premiership. So go the Storm.
I'm
A little bit of vomit came into my
Sorry,
mouth.
but you're not even playing the Panthers.
We're not.
He doesn't want them to finish
We
first.
know. You just
So
don't want them to finish
he's a
first.
hateful man. He
No,
hates
no,
the Panthers.
no.
That's why I feel like I have to keep defending them.
You completely missed the point. The point is, if the Broncos win, there's no incentive for the Panthers to go for the minor premiership. They will rest all their players, which means the Cowboys could beat them,
Cowboys won't
and the
beat them.
Cowboys will knock us out. So I
Good.
need.
Oh, you'll
the
be out on
Cowboys
Friday
to
night
lose.
anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, we'll get to that.
All right.
Friday night.
So hang on, Steve. So he's going Storm, because purely for personal
Yeah,
ugly
absolutely,
reasons.
absolutely.
What about you?
I think Broncos can do it.
Yeah. See, I think the Broncos have had a problem with the Storm lately.
Yeah, they have, but this is Broncos at home, and I think they can do it.
I'm just nudging and leaning towards the Storm.
Head says Broncos, heart says Storm.
Right.
Oh, let's go to the match
Let's
of
go
the round.
match of the round.
Wow.
At 4 Pines Park. Wow.
12th versus 17th. Manly versus the Tigers.
This is gonna be-
Can't go to this game. Can
This
you?
is going to be a huge crowd.
Yeah.
Well, it's Jake's 200th.
Oh,
So
really?
we'll get 20 people. Manly Seagulls and the West Tigers.
You're a spiteful man. You're
I
a
am, but
spiteful man.
you know that in
Yeah.
Seagulls.
We should wrap them up. We should wrap it up, even though Brooks is back. He's going to put in a shocker so that the Manly fans can boo him for one last time. Don't you spoil Jake's 200th game there, Brooksy.
Oh dear. Well, he will be keen to show what he's going to give you next year.
We know what he's going to get. We're going to get a 5'8" that will run and pass. And
Be
kick.
interesting and kick.
Mm.
Okay, I'm going Manly.
Manly.
Ooh.
Manly. Yep.
Okay, Accor Stadium, South Rabbitohs against the Sydney Roosters.
We'll be sitting on opposite sides of the field,
Yes.
and the Roosters will be winning this game.
No, they won't be.
You asked
All
me
right.
to be. You asked me to be passionate about my team. The Roosters will be winning this game.
No, they won't be.
Can I just say,
Yes.
I really don't want either of them to win. But the mere fact that that the darlings of the league may actually drop out of the 8 makes me want the Roosters to win.
You're a hateful man.
I love you, Brian.
I was always going to make one of you unhappy.
Can I just say, okay, Tom, tell me why the Roosters are going to win this game.
Because the Roosters are on a roll, and the Rabbitohs
They won one game.
4 in a row. Thanks.
4 in a row, sorry.
And the
Started with
Rabbitohs, the Rabbitohs could be galvanised by this, but when you hear about all of the internal rumblings going on, I wonder if they actually can pull it together for another game.
They sacked Sam.
They didn't sack Sam. Sam left.
Can't believe they
come on.
sacked Sam.
Come on.
And you're buying that he
It's
left.
in the papers. Read the paper.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
says he's-
Where was that from? The Telegraph?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Bible.
Buzz.
That's the Bible.
Buzz said it, yeah.
The Bible.
It's
Makes
where
it-
I
makes
get
it
all
real.
my news from.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That says a lot about you, Brian, Stephen.
What, you read the Australian?
No, I don't. But I take everything I read in the Telegraph with a grain of salt.
Anyway, and so why are the Bunnies going to win then?
Because this will galvanise them.
Oh, to be galvanising.
This will. I honestly think Demetrio will use this week to get their heads into gear. They've been playing like they should just win every week, but I think now is the line in the sand, and I think this will galvanise them.
Well, if you do believe the reports, then he's on the nose with half the players anyway. So we can't galvanise.
He can't be that much on the nose
They
because
sacked Sam for him.
Yeah.
Cameron Murray just re-signed,
Yeah.
and they've all come out and defended Latrell because of what young Churchill has said.
Yeah. Which was out of line.
Which was out of line.
It was out of line.
So, I think you'll find that... Anyway, look, we're going together, and one of us are going to be driving home really disappointed.
Or I suggest that the winner drives home, not the loser.
He won't let me drive.
You know what's going to be...
That's
He
all
won't
I'm
let me
saying.
drive his car.
You know what's going to be even worse? I bought a ticket for the parking. It's going to take us an hour and a half to get out of the parking station
And I'll be going,
before we have to get home.
Hey, I'm just you just sort it out, gents. Just come with a clean head the next time you talk to me.
It'll be a South Sydney win.
Oh, see, he nearly Freudian slipped there.
No, I was going to say Sydney Roosters lost, but I wanted to say South will win. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put it on, South will win by 20.
Oh, jeez.
Gee whiz.
No, no, Jared, no, Manu.
You're more delusional than I
I
thought.
tell you,
No Jared, no Manu.
yeah, no
No Latrell, no Tom Burgess. So it balances it out.
Yeah. Blake Taff might be the difference. Jeez, he's a good player.
He is a good player.
He's at the Dogs next year.
Yeah, he is.
All right, yep, continue on.
Okay.
All right,
There you
Suncorp Stadium, Dolphins and the Warriors.
Warriors. That Warriors need to win this one too.
Yeah.
Jeez, it'd be funny if they lost. I hope the Dolphins win. Just
You just like hating for hating's sake.
yeah.
I'm on the Warriors. Bluebet Stadium, Panthers in North Queensland.
Go the Panthers! I hate saying that.
Right. You want. Oh,
No,
yeah, you
I
do
need-
want the
I need
Panthers
the
to win.
Panthers to
Yeah,
win.
look. I want Brisbane to get thumped and Panthers to win so they win the minor
See,
premiership.
here's the thing: if Souths win, it doesn't matter about what anyone
Yeah,
else.
no.
But I'm banking on
if
the
you-
Roosters winning.
If the Roosters win, you've still got to survive North Queensland.
Correct.
So just
Yes.
let Souths win and be done with it. Save yourself the stress.
You're really desperate, aren't you?
I'm desperate. Did you notice the flag coming in?
You're grasping at straws, Stephen.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, dear. Netstrata Jubilee Stadium. Oh, hang on. You're both going for
Panthers.
Panthers.
Yep. And you?
Yeah.
Panthers could put their reserve grade side on and still win.
St George Illawarra and Newcastle Knights at Netstrata Jubilee
Knights.
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 I mean, look, it could be different if Ponga's not playing, but at the same time, I think that they're good enough at the moment.
The Dragons fans are coming, oh, we were robbed. That was a try. The bunker let us down. Oh, hang on, that's Ricky. Jeez, he'd be a good fit over at the Dragons. He'd actually have something to whinge about.
Gold Coast Titans and the Canterbury Bulldogs.
Oh,
Yawn.
can I just say, I know that you didn't think much of the Manly Tigers game, but this game won't be worth watching.
Titans,
Well,
because it's at home.
one of us probably won't be watching it at all. I think if Souths lose, that's it for me. I'm done for the year.
No, Steve,
Yeah.
I've been stumping up here for 4 weeks now.
There's so much good women's football to watch. I pick and choose.
No,
mate.
I'm going to
No,
go
I pick and
AFL.
choose.
I'm going to be a Sydney Swans supporter.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mate, any friendship I had with you has just been
Yeah, that's
completely
right.
lost.
We're going to turn this game into a from the sidelines AFL style.
Yeah, we won't. Trust me.
PointsBet Stadium. Oh, sorry. Which way are you going?
Titans.
Titans at home.
Yeah, Titans at home. Cronulla Sharks and the Canberra Raiders.
Go the Sharkies.
The Sharks can't beat anyone in the top 8. It has to be the Raiders.
I think the Raiders will win this one.
Oh, I need Sharks to beat the Raiders too because they've lost one. If the Raiders lose, that gives us another chance to get in.
And Parramatta have the bye.
Yeah, and their season's already over too.
All right. Anything intelligent one in the show with?
Go Jake in your 200th. Good luck.
Yeah, good
Manly
on
through
him.
and through.
Good on him. Yep.
Tom?
Go Chooks. Smash those bunnies.
Oh, had to say it. Yes. Well, that's just rude. Rude to Steve.
It
Disrespectful.
is. It's
disrespectful.
So
to
you're
Steve.
changing your tone, eh? You're going back to the
No, I
bunnies,
don't
eh?
think you've got a hope.
Yes, that's hysterical.
I don't know why I bother putting up with these people. I really don't. Is there anyone who wants to be a co-commentator with me? We'll start a new show. AFL, Sydney Swans. Let's go.
Well, Zach Bates will come and join you, and my mate Steve. So it'll be 2 Souths and a Parramatta supporter. How would you like that?
Yeah, I'll be gone.
Actually, that would be bad.
Why don't you get Tracy and Zach and you? Then it could be the bunny show.
The Bunny Show.
Bunnies from the sidelines.
That's funny. Funny bunnies.
I've thought about that.
Oh, no, hang on. Talking vermin.
I'm talking about. We should do. I should do a podcast, a Rabbitohs podcast.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
You have no listeners.
Yeah. We won't be watching.
Thank you for watching. You're with Tom Bryan and Steve, and this is From the Sidelines. Please view us on YouTube, Facebook, or download the podcast on Spotify. And if you have any friends, like we don't,
You do.
but if you have any friends, let me clarify, who like football, please make sure you share the show as we're trying to get our numbers up, as Tom mentioned on Facebook last week. So please share it around. Let's all enjoy the fun. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all again next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.